Morning, guys. Hello. Wow, that's red. I don't think it's that red in real life. It's just the bright light, I think, that does that. But anyway, good morning. We have the audio. The game audio will happen. aka Former. Hello, welcome on in. Lovely to see you. The plan for today is, can you guess? The $1,000,000 question. We'll be playing Morrowind, and we are going back to our Indiana Jones challenge. Because we've been okay, I have been distracted by a little bit of permadeath, but we're going back to Indiana Jones. My name is Buzz Aldrin, second man on the moon. Kneel before me. Wow. Sucks being second, huh? I have done something terrible to my Morrowind. I have updated a bunch of things without taking the time to clean up or anything. So we'll see if we can brute force our save game. Otherwise, I'll have to go in and update the save game, which I really should have done, but I was running late because I decided to update my game just before we started. It's been so long since we did Indiana Jones. So for those of you who don't know or don't remember what the Indiana Jones challenge is all about, we are playing a character inspired by Indiana Jones. It's not exactly the same. I mean, obviously, the universe of Indiana Jones and the universe of the Elder Scrolls, they don't overlap too much. But there is in the game, fingers crossed now. Yeah, you don't like it, huh? Do your best, Morrowind. Do your best. So we are inspired by Indiana Jones, and what we do is we explore ruins. We have a bunch of mods that add unique items, not necessarily valuable or powerful items, but just unique items. So we collect those, we explore ruins, we find treasure maps, we look for treasures, and we bring all of that either to the museum. Yeah, that didn't work. Either to the museum in Mournhold or the Dwemer Museum. Now, one of the reasons, let's see if I can repair that save. Let's try that. One of the reasons why, no, you don't want to. What's your problem? You have an issue with... it doesn't see that. It's telling me that a mod should be loaded before another one, and it is because the first one is as a master file. Crap, maybe I should have been a little more careful with updating everything. Well, we are still gonna try to brute force the save. Let's see what this one says. Where was I with my Indiana Jones? Yes, we look for treasures and stuff to make the character a little bit more in character, I guess. There is in the game, like this is not a mod, it's in the game, there is a body in a tomb with a note, and as you read the note, yes, that's normal, as you read the note, you work out that this is the body of Indiana Jones. So the first thing, or one of the first things that we did was to find that body, and we got a hat, and we got a whip, and we got a pistol. So we have the gear for that. I think that's pretty much it with our character. Like, we haven't done an awful lot. We found the body of Indiana Jones. We don't really know how we are related to Indiana Jones. We could just be a fan, an apprentice, I'm not sure. The daughter, maybe. No, not that. Come on. It's an interior cell, so it's usually a little better. One of the special aspects of this mod, besides the role playing and the goal, which is really explore, find unique items, bring them to the museum. Oh, that's very important. We do find items, some of them are very valuable. but we don't sell them. So in this Morrowind install, I was not too exactly a protege, carry on the legacy. Like apprentice, maybe. Ooh, loading area. We're getting somewhere. Do it, Morrowind, do it. I have faith in you. We run around with one companion. She is Lara Croft. She's an old companion by Emma and Grumpy with the code. And it's not like she is an explorer per se, but obviously her name is a pun on Lara Croft. So we're like colleagues, friends, and what's the word? The word. Like we compete one with another. Rival. There we go. And see, that worked. And we are actually, right now, there she is. She totally copies our style. Because we are really cool. That's just the truth. So she's like, oh, I like your hat. I like your hair. So she got the same wig as I did. It's a wig, it's the truth. You see, me, if I take the hat off, it's still me, right? But her, that's how you know she's such a fake.
If you care to talk, I would consider it a privilege.
If she takes the hat off, that's the hat. That's what her hair is like. Now you see why she decided to have the same style as I do. Mine is so much better. What are you? Common hood. Didn't I fix that? Common. Oh, it's Calicut's. Calicut robe in my Indiana Jones challenge. I have a number of Morrowind installs, so sometimes I take a note, fix this, and then I fix it, but in the wrong install, so that doesn't help at all. Not one bit. So that's our companion. One mod. I don't think Merlord has published it yet. I don't know if it's because he's hoping to add more features, which like I'm 200% for. As you can see, the inventory of my companion is actually different from what you would get in vanilla, and it's different for two reasons actually. Obviously, we get the search field and the filters that comes from Null Cascade's UI Expanded. That's why I have the same thing here, but it's very subtle. We have, much like your character, when you have something equipped, you have a frame around it. Companions don't have that in vanilla, and Merlord has made it so that I can actually see here what she has equipped. Without it, I would have to sort of take things off and see on her person if I took something that she was wearing or not. So it was kind of funny to make my companion sort of strip one item of clothing at a time so that I could tell them what to wear. And as you know as well, companions, NPCs in general, they're just going to equip whatever is best for them in their inventory. So for weapons, they're going to look at the damage. They are not going to look at the enchantment. So if I give her, I mean, this one is without enchantments anymore, I would have to recharge that. But if I give her a Nordic silver sword that is worth 1,200 and a steel long blade with an amazing enchantment on strike, she's going to equip this one because the raw damage and then the value is greater than the one with the enchantment, which was a little frustrating because when you have a companion, basically she finds this one better. She finds this one better, even though, no, it's 50-50. So if you wanted a companion to equip the lesser item, then you would have to just remove all the other items to make sure she would not equip them. Same thing with clothing. They go with whatever gives them the most armor, and then they go with the value of item. So if I want her to keep wearing that it's not disgusting, but that cheap Dwemer skirt instead of my expensive and very lovely skirt. The only way you could do that was to leave only one in her inventory. Now I could actually, let me show you, could actually tell her, no, you equip this one and you keep this one on, and then she can still carry my stuff and not wear it. Look, you carry my stuff, but you just don't put it on, okay? Too pretty for you. That's me. So this little mod is priceless when having companions. So I don't know if it's got plans to add features. I think it's just like I use it the way it is. We'll see how it is. Right, the story. Shall we carry on with the story? Truth is, I don't remember what we did. The last thing we did was get to the Dwemer Museum. This is where we are. Ooh, we were exhausted, by the way. I guess we were supposed to sleep. So let's do that. We're like so tired, we just might collapse. They are sworn to carry my burden. Heck yeah. I'm very tired. Is 8 hours of sleep enough, do you think, when I am this tired? Let's find out. I don't want to get up. I think 9 hours would have been perfect. So good to know. Let's just say that on average, if the fatigue bar is all the way down to 0, is about 10 hours to recover. All right, that's good. So this is the residential area, I guess we would say, of the Dwemer Museum. I've already dropped most, actually not everything. Let's add them to storage somewhere because I don't want to carry heavy stuff. Oh, I'm getting a collision issue here. Well, I am too fat to go up the stairs, somehow. So as you can see, there's all kinds of our Dwemer items and Dwemer related research. Actually, why am I going up? Really, I wanted to go down. Yes, she says, you were supposed to go down. Never mind. Alright, things we don't really need. Oh. Now, something that I have not done, I really wanted to, but I was distracted. I do have a number of Dwemer related items. As you can see, well, this is vanilla. This is added by Tamriel Rebuilt. This is added by Tamriel Rebuilt, indeed. This one is added by an older mod called Dwemer Loot that adds variation to Dwemer items. So there would be Dwemer hammers and Dwemer lockpicks, all kinds of things really. Dwemer grease used to be added by Superstar, but I think it might have been... No, that is still Superstar's version of... What is the name of the alchemy mod? What is the name of that old alchemy mod that overhauled all of the ingredients and then added a whole bunch of them? Oh crap, Skrillandi. Is it Skrillandi's alchemy? Six, coucou, how are you doing? So very French. How are you? It was not Alchemy 2000, thank you. But a good guess. I think it was Sri's alchemy. Sri Lanka is a country. Sri's alchemy, I think. Anyway, Superstar overhauled that a little bit and added some ingredients. So what I was supposed to do, that's a Dwemer item. What I was supposed to do, I was supposed to expand the scripts that I have going on with that mod, so that it would include the items from Tamriel Rebuild, from OAAB, and Dwemer Loot. Which sounds simple enough, though you have to keep in mind that messing around with the script, not my favorite thing. Chances are I'm gonna be missing a comma somewhere. Those commas. It's not extremely fun. And then I got distracted by mod ideas. I really wanted to make my class mod. And then I was like, ooh, but I really need to make my birth sign mod. And so I've been distracted by other mods and not updating this one. I'm sorry. I want to go outside. I think that's the way. That's the way. I am kind of overburdened though. I shouldn't be carrying as much. I'm confused. This will take me outside and goes up. And this takes me up as well.
For me.
Hey, this is the storage. Won't you? What? All the Dwemer stuff that they have in the storage. Come on, guys. That's supposed to go in the museum. Oh my god. In fact, you know what? I'll be honest with you, it's way too much. I had forgotten about the storage here. So when I do update Imperial Dwemer Museum, that's just way too generous. Like honestly, if I pick up, I can't because I'm weak. But if I pick up all of those and go and put them on display, I will have completed, you know, 10% of the displays. I'm really tempted to do it though. Let's go. Just take, I can take all the money I say. I'm gonna give everything to Paxson. Paxson is cool. My animated containers seem to be a little janky. I'm only taking one of each. Apart from the coins. Don't judge me. You would do the same. I think I already have one of those. Dwemer helm. Actually, there we go. I can add one. Dwemer Centurion torso. We don't have that yet. Money, I take all of it. Don't judge me. And Spider Centurion body. No, we don't have that. Pedro Gagnol, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. All right, I need help. Laura, you and one.
Please, go ahead.
This is the end of you, sweet. Sorry, I got carried away. All right, please carry all those super heavy things for me. It's not gonna be for a very long time. We are just going to take them to the displays downstairs. There we go. I can move. She cannot move, but you know what? Ew, this is like the top. There's really a lot to do some research around here. Ooh. This is for the guild leader. How's the fetching? Fetching is fine. We're really just... Yes! I'm so happy. Check this out. This beauty right here. And you're thinking... I can't jump, but there. So you got this chest with those gemstones. And... In the original mod, opening needs, yes, this is a bit different, but we do have a mod called animated containers, that does what Oblivion does and Skyrim later on, where a crate, the lid of a crate would slide open, the top of a barrel would open, the chest would open, and so on and so forth. So yeah. This one is a little different. This is added by one of my mods. It's called Shinies. It's the one that includes those lovely gemstones. And with Lua, what it does is essentially when I enter a cell, the script goes, is there a small chest in here? And if the answer is yes, then there's a % chance. Shinies. Yes, it's a lot of mods. It's a lot of mods. This is not my biggest install. This one, where I can say that when there is a small chest, there is 50% chance, that's actually quite high. There is 25% chance that that small chest, that basic small chest, is going to be replaced by a gemstone chest. And that's what happened here. Now, whether there is something in there or not is still random. Shiny sounds amazing. Right. I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that. It's my mod, by the way, if you didn't know. However, like, yes, I think I am good at having ideas, but then I need other people to execute the code because I can't do it. But I really like, and that's why I've like originally, I think the first time I needed the replacement code was for shinies, and I asked my lord, is it possible to have a random chance that one vanilla item is replaced by another item? And he said yes, and he made the code for those little chests. And then later on I made booze for purist, and same thing, in this cell normally it's a regular bottle, but because of the code there is a small chance that instead of, you know, common bottle number 5, I get Tamriel beer. There are lots of stones, like the stones themselves. I've got a feeling that my collision box is not fixed. I don't know. See, I feel that I should be able to get a little closer. But I wanted to show you the models. Yeah, I really should be able to get a little closer. Yeah, I need to fix my collision box. But the aventurine is really pretty. Hematite, which I just dropped on the floor. I'm gonna have to get out of the game and fix my collision box because ugh, not liking it. Now the models, I didn't make those. It's an old mod called More Gems. I did make the box. The box is mine, but then we have those as well. Like there's many of them. I don't have them here. This one is just a vanilla model. Tiger Eyes is there, so it might have been renamed Khajiit's Eyes. And then what I did, because I really like when all my mods work together, so I realized that, for example, Superstars mod added some of those, like Ember was very popular, Tamriel Rebuilt adds Ember as well, I think OAAB might have Ember as well, and I absolutely hate the fact when I got 3 identical items that are different, if you see what I mean. So there is Tiger's Eyes, but I think it's a Tamriel Rebuilt item. It's not added in my mod because it would be superfluous and completely overlap with others. All right, let's go back to I'm really confused how you navigate this. Because this is going to take me on the rooftop. Yeah, and that makes my game crash. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because... Let's see if I can do something for my bound box. You see, when I try to get close to things, it's like there's this invisible barrier with me. It's the bound box, and it's annoying. So what do I want to do? I want to go to where I keep my mods. I should show you what I'm doing. It's not riveting, but it's certainly better than just having the blank screen. And I'm looking for jamming off. There we go. Jamming off is a mod by Hedgehog, EG12. The name has changed over the years. The main author and coordinator of the Symphony mod. Essentially, absolutely amazing with models. Okay, not everyone is keen on the models, but they're all really great. Maybe sometimes a little over the top. Indeed, that facts. And this one is actually a simple replacer for the NPC's bound box. So it's going to replace my XNIF, like, let me decide. My dancing, Argonian swim, basically the bounding box for the NPC and the player. Hopefully that will fix my bounding box that's just too big. The other thing that I need to check, because I got the issue the first time when I tried, didn't do that this morning. There's always an update, always an update. I got the issue when I tried a beta feature of the Morrowind code patch, and it's beta, okay? Like, you know, this is what I used, and what it does, the collision box around the NPC is like a tall rectangle, like a tower. And what it does to make it so that you can go past the other actors and the narrow corridors, instead of having that square, you sort of have a longer shape like that. So you are narrower, but you're also longer, if that makes sense. And that's why I had that shape. So I have disabled it. Hopefully that will be enough. All right, let's go back into the game. We hide that, we start the game. Just need to go back to the museum to drop all the stuff. Like, I don't know, the director of the museum, what they're thinking, that they have storage with all kinds of Dwemer items, and then they complain that they have no exhibit, therefore no customers. Which reminds me, I also wanted to improve the visitor script. In the Imperial Dwemer Museum mod, it's a mouthful, I added some, like, I did my best at the time to give the illusion of people coming in the museum and then leaving and then other people coming. But I realize now I didn't do that very well, so it's possible to have two identical NPCs visiting the museum at the same time, which is not great. So at the very least I need to add more NPCs, and I'm pretty sure I can change the script a little bit. We'll see. So yes, that really should be the next mod I work on. Though I have started updating A Bard's Life, and this one is one of my favorite. I absolutely adore playing as a bard, and I put a lot, I think I have a hair. I put a lot of time, for sure, and a lot of thought and a lot of love in my bard mod. And basically now I'm cutting out a lot of it because it was a little, not hacky, but a little bit. And we can do so much better with Lua that I'm cutting out the heavily scripted bits so that we can use Lua instead. 7th Monday, hey, sorry, I was busy trying to troubleshoot my game and didn't see you. Welcome back, lovely to see you. All right. My character needs to have a shiny collection. I don't know. I got a feeling that my bounding box is not quite. Now that's the way I'm supposed to go though. Good. At least I know where I'm going. I guess is I'm gonna get stuck in here. No, I'm good. Alright. Alright. Let's see. We have one Astian visiting. So what makes this this museum quite special? This is basically rather there is a Dwemer ruin that was found, and then they build out of it a museum. My tours are around. I'm not getting the reference, Pedro. Enlighten me. I think I got the tiny hair that was on my lip. Frustrating. See what I was saying? That's the same guy. It's the same visitor. Wearing different clothes, mind you, but that's not enough to give the illusion. And that's him again. We have 3 visitors in the museum. They're the same guy. Wearing different clothes. The flower pot that were on the table. Yes, they're very cute. No, triplets. There's 3 of them. 3. I definitely, like, since I've been working with outlaws and then friends and foes, I have a greater understanding of level list and scripts to make NPCs appear and disappear. Alright, we want to come a bit closer, Laura, if you can. Don't fall, don't you! Yeah, because I've given all of my items to Laura. Come on, Laura. Let's try this again. Hopefully I'm gonna get to a point where I can reach her.
If you care to talk, I would consider it a privilege.
Alright. Didn't I give her a whole bunch of Dwemer items? Is it because I reloaded and I don't have all the items that were upstairs? I really hate when I do that. Well, I know that we have all kinds of Dwemer items upstairs. We'll get them maybe later, but I don't want to go back right now. You can stay here. Thank you. I don't think I have anything else that I should drop. Why aren't I wearing those? Do I have better braces now? No, I think I just took it off to look at my character. I know, it's a very shallow thing to do, but that's what happened. How many rings am I wearing already? I think none, so we can choose one. You want to see the most gorgeous lightning shield effect? Look at that. It's super gorgeous. Keeping in mind that the game is almost 20 years old, I think, honestly, that the modding community has done an amazing job at making this game look younger, way younger than it is. And even the gameplay has been greatly modernized. So, yeah. I love that mod. It's called Shield Spells, I think. A mod by Corp Pillow is the whole name. And you should use it. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplets. All right, it's time to either explore or I think we had a treasure map. Didn't I have a treasure map? Maybe I've already found a treasure. Yeah. 20 years of Morrowind isn't too far away. Yeah, it's still, I think in gaming, considering how quickly, you know, processors, graphic cards are better, the games are higher def, faster. I think how quickly the games has evolved. I think in 20 years,
For me.
there is a very, very clear. Tamriel Rebuild still won't be finished. In 20 years? No, probably not. The thing is, Tamriel Rebuilt. Like, if we think about the part... Actually, I have it installed, so we can... I know, I have no map, of course. This is part of our Indiana Jones challenge. I do not have the world map. We need to explore everything, so I can't show you. But anyway, there's Vattenfell, which is where we play in Morrowind. And then there's the U-shape region. That is the region of Morrowind. And Tamriel Rebuilt is technically only doing that. So I think they could be done. Now the thing is, Tamriel Rebuilt is now part of a much larger mod that includes Skyrim and Cyrodiil. So technically we could just go on and on and on forever until we have, you know, Morrowind, Skyrim, Cyrodiil, Elsewhere, Black Marsh, like to rebuild all of Tamriel rather than all of Morrowind. That is definitely going to take a lot of time. I'm looking here because I see that I'm hungry and thirsty, but I can buy a bottle of water. I'm okay to do that. We're not super rich, so I probably should be a little careful with my food. There we go. Archaeologist rebuilt, like, yes, and then we can go to the Archaeologist continent. Except we don't know that much about it, so it would be, I mean, it would be, didn't I buy a bottle that was full of water? That's why I bought it, frankly. Right, let's go find some treasure. What do you say, guys? To find some treasure, we can look for shipwrecks. Actually, we're going to do that. I absolutely hate going underwater, but you do what you gotta do. They don't want you to know Akavir is really just Enderal. Well, no, because Enderal, like the team that made Enderal, they thought of Enderal with the Skyrim engine, but there's also, what is the total replacer? Naril for Oblivion. What is the name of their total replacer or total conversion, sorry, for Oblivion? Not Narsil. Nerim. That's the one. And then they actually made also 2 total conversions for Morrowind. I completely forgot the name. Well, Arctwend is the one that's in German, and there's the other one, Mer something. But anyway, all the total conversions that the team made throughout the Elder Scrolls engines are part of the whole world. So, but yes, we can just go and imagine that that's the way it is. It's similar but different enough that it's just a little exotic but not completely alien. I'm gonna go and look for... Oh, level 4. How is it that I'm already tired? I've been running around doing nothing. Nothing at all. I still find that I'm too overburdened. It's pretty narrow around here, isn't it? I think my bedroom is the one. These are quite nice, yes. This is my bedroom. We have a drawer here. Chest. Yeah, my animated containers are a bit wonky. It's to be flipped. Living quarter, chest, by the bed, flip. Alright, let's say that this is going to be the one for all my spare potions. Maybe I don't need all that. Water breathing, I will need that if we are to get a treasure map. There we go. A little lighter already without the ingredients. Do I need that many tools? Maybe not. Especially not the repair tools. Paxson, buddy, now that you're with me. Oh, Paxson has a shitload of... a ton of things. Crap. I forgot just how many things I have. Okay. Ingredients. These, we're just going to store all of them. That's easy. Remember when in the basic game, this is what you would have to do. Click, 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 click. With UI expanded, I just hold the Alt key and I go click, 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 and I'm done. Okay, much lighter without all the ingredients. We just want to keep some actual food with us. Something that is already cooked or that can be eaten on its own. Like diseased racer meat. I don't know about that, guys. Dough. I don't know that I have something that is, you know, palatable. Spicy sausage. I was wondering if I have my cannibals mod installed, but no. Different types of dough. Yeah, I don't actually have food. We'll have to buy something that we can just eat. Alright, what else packs on? This we want to put somewhere here. I don't need to keep those. This is crafting. This is for... This will go downstairs. This will go downstairs. This will go in our room. Don't I already have a cooking pot? I have 2 cooking pots. Oh, but... I don't know that this one is an ashfall cooking pot. I don't think we need 2 bedrolls either. Yes, we keep that. Aha! Wow, we need to go to Solstheim to find a treasure. I'm really glad we don't have a permadeath run today, because going to Solstheim at level 4 doesn't sound like a great idea. So yeah, we can put that, we can leave that in our room. Stuff we want to keep. Oh, we're an enchanter, by the way. This is an item that we found in a tomb. Where do we put that on display? This is a Dwemer museum, so I'm gonna leave it for now. With Paxson, like he can carry quite a few things. We need to find a place to put items that are not really Dwemer related. This is what. Why am I keeping this? Do I want to sell it? No, it's a unique item. We want to display it. Obviously, display the items. We don't sell them. Right. Ah, missing that as well. In that case, my potted plants will go with the ingredients. Up. Spell books we can definitely sell. We've already learned the spell. And I don't really have a table for alchemy.
Wait for me.
This is not really a nice place to make potions. 7th Monday, no. I do not know of a way to do that. And I wish I did. It's just horrible. There we go. I do not know of a way to do that. I'm trying to think if you sort of... No, you can't, like with a topic you can sort of rename it and everything moves, but with the greetings you can't do that, and that sounds dangerous. You have 90 greetings. Why do you want to move them? Is it for cohesion's sake? Because typically greeting 1 is for the quest. Okay, good. Alchemy stuff is down here. I should have put my ingredients as well, shouldn't I? But I'm just trying to empty my inventory and sort things out at the same time, which is not as easy as it seems. I carry way too many things. This is something we use regularly for combat, as is the whip. This is our adventuring outfit. That's the axe to chop the, you know, things blocking the way. Gosh, can't speak. Let's have coffee. The whip, of course, and the hat. Even the robe with the little pouch on the side works quite well. Other things that I need to empty. I think we're getting there. Maybe I don't need to travel with all those scrolls, but they're kind of nice. And you never know when you will need them. This is my book of crafting. We'll leave it there. They're actually greeting 3 is just unique, well, greetings. Like having them in one greeting rather than the other, is it going to break your mod? Or frankly, I would not. If it's 90 lines, it depends. Are the lines actually filtered? If the lines are filtered with you know, 1, 2, 3 conditions and result boxes, I don't think I would bother unless it breaks the mod. If it's just really a line of dialogue and no filter, maybe just the one, then yes, transfer them. But otherwise, I don't think I'd have the courage. Alright, so we're back here, since I had to go back anyway. And we're doing 1 of each item. Unless it's money. So many. Ooh, even the crossbow. It's actually better loot than the first time I was here, I would say. In terms of variety. I wrote them and then realized that NPC would not react to diseases and other things from greetings 4. That's the thing, yeah. That's the thing. Do you have filters? Like, apart from, are they filtered by class? If it's just filtered by class and it's always the same filter, you know, then it's quite easy to transfer. Quite easy. Still tedious as tedious as it can get, but probably more bearable. They take one of those. Yes, I did, and it's here. Tied to specific NPCs. Oh. I do not envy you one bit. Not one bit. I don't know of the way though. If anyone has an idea, then please do share. But for greetings, we're pretty much stuck. I think I have one, yes. And the arms, I think I also have, yes. Alright, that's quite a few items. And I would prefer to give them to Baxon.
The pleasure is mine.
It seemed it would be easier to write another 90 greetings with reaction to diseases. Yes, borderline, really. Wow, I'm having some massive lag right now. It seems when I'm looking down, because this is not a single cell. It's the whole building and it has a lot of references.
With pleasure. Please, go ahead.
Okay, Laura, I'm sorry you're going to hate this, but this is for the good of the museum. Huh. And there we go. Okay. Good news, we can move. Laura, on the other hand, not. Sorry, I'm cheating. You can see how I'm lagging. It's just too many things. That's a nice room for quarters. Maybe I picked, you know, not the nicest room. Yeah, taking a big shortcut there. I'll toggle the collision again. And what mod are you working on, 7th Monday? I don't remember, so I'm really hoping you haven't told me. Does it seem like disabling real-time shader improves FPS in huge location? I think it would. I don't know to what extent, but I think it would, yes. In fact, are you using Ashfall? Because if using Ashfall, then you shouldn't have the real-time shadows. Old Ebonheart says yes. Yes.
If you care
So,
to talk,
I don't need to talk to you, Laura Craft. I want to go up the ladder. To be fair,
What was I going to do?
the last update I think is a bit better with Old Ebonheart. But I'm not looking forward to going there with this character that is already suffering from low frame rate. Alright, Laura, I see you're not moving. Could it be because you're carrying all kinds of Dwemer stuff?
Consider it a privilege.
We go to the point where I can still move. That's it. This is us able to move. We catalog everything. I only got 3? What about all of those things? Oh, I think it's because I made this NPC responsible for all the Dwemer parts. So if I ask you about your research, yes, she's taking things from my inventory and putting them in the crate. Old Ebonheart got a huge level of optimization. The nightly build of Open Morrowind are moving well in that direction of proper loading objects. Oh, that's good. Actually, I've seen for the longest time, if you wanted some night shaders, you would have to go with MGE. But Fantastic has been, like, he's working mostly for Open Morrowind, it seems, these days, and he's working on some lovely, lovely shaders, like the skies and everything. I don't understand shaders much. I was gonna say at all, but it's not true. I know how to queue them up in my MGE and select them, but I don't understand really how shaders work. But from what he's been sharing, it looks like Open Morrowind is going to have really, really pretty shaders. Is grass a thing yet? Yes. So all the parts have been moved here, and I got a journal update. Why? Yay! I got the 2 parts of the spider. See? It's down there. There are several people working on Open Morrowind physics, lot shader, and newer scripting in different branches that are due to get merged one of these years. We just need to be patient. Just need to be patient. They shade things. Is that what they do? Yes. Makes it all dark and emo. No? I'm not sure. So I'm supposed to talk to you about research again. While examining the spider centurion, I was able to isolate a tube that contains its poison. We clearly don't need them for the display, but they could be useful to you. Use the tubes very much the same way you would use a scroll. Yes, which is a way of saying that personally, when I made the mod, because I didn't know how to make a tube... Hey, Merlord, welcome on in. Because I didn't know how to make a tube that I could have made. Oh, I could have made it a marksman item. But if I had done that, then to be able to use it, you need to have a skill in marksman. No, I think I'm happy with making it a scroll that looks like a tube. And that's the way it is. Yes. Funny enough, and I thought of you, Zarek, because I wanted... Audel was playing Diablo 2 music, and I was like, makes me want to play the game. So I downloaded it again. I was playing it, but honestly, the tiny inventory... Again, I've played the game modded, so I've completely spoiled myself with it. I know that. But I can't play with the tiny inventory that we get. And so I was looking at mods, and I got Path of Diablo, which is inspired. Yes, plug is mandatory. Definitely. Though I don't think it's been updated to 1.14. I don't know. I think when I installed Path of Diablo, the mod, it downgraded my I was going to say Morrowind. It downgraded my Diablo to 1.13, I think. I would have to check. But anyway, I have never played Path of Exiles, and the only thing I know from it is what you said on your stream. So I can't really tell to what extent the mod is really inspired by Path of Exiles, but it's called Path of Diablo, so I'm guessing there are similarities. Bad news? A Wondu plugin Finistash for Diablo 2 Yes, I've seen that. I've seen that on the page, but then when I downloaded it for 1.14, it didn't work. And then I got the Path of Diablo that has the built-in plugin, and I was like, that's all I need. That's all I need. Awesome, because it was made in New Zealand. Yeah, a couple of good things in New Zealand, I'm told. Merlord, I have a question for you. You've missed it, but I was explaining how amazing, probably because it's from New Zealand. I was talking about your companion equip mod, and I don't think you've published it yet. Is it because you haven't had a chance, or is it because you want to add yet more cool features to the mod? If you don't have ideas for features, I'll send you a few PMs. Do you know what? Like, there are bugs in the mod. Oh. And would it help if I make those bugs happen more often? And send you some logs? Like those borders around equipped items show up in other menus. Huh, interesting. Hey Hey, Repeat Soul, welcome on in. I don't really know, most of the content balancing is made around playing the economy. Like, I haven't played Path of Exile, and it looks completely right up my alley, because I've enjoyed ARPGs like Diablo 2. Even the third one, I enjoyed it. I was surprised. The first time I tried Diablo 3, I was like, no, that won't do. And then much later, I think it's with the Reaper of Souls expansion, and I played it and I did enjoy it. And then I was like, yeah, it's good, but Diablo 2 was better. Yeah, it's good, but Diablo 2 was better. And then I was like, maybe it's the nostalgia speaking, and I reinstalled Diablo 2. And I realized that I actually enjoy a lot of the quality of life improvement they did in Diablo 3. So my opinion of Diablo 3 is now much higher than it was the first time I tried it. I've been playing Diablo 1, the hell, yes, I've seen that. Torchlight again, but modded. What sort of mods would you install? That's the other thing sticks with a Path of Exile. Is like I didn't go for it because I knew I would enjoy it, and I also knew that it is an incredible time sink, and not just the time you play. Like it takes your, and I know it would. Like there's all those skills and all these options. I know I would just spend forever looking at my character sheet, creating different characters to try different things. Like I know it would take over my life. And I can't afford it. So I've already got Morrowind that's taken over my life. Can't afford to have another game do that. Green Dawn, I have it. I have it and I want to play it. I did. What did I do with it? I installed it and I checked it worked. So that if I decided to play it on stream, I knew it would work. Because you know, maybe you don't know, but I'm telling you now, for my birthday, which is in November, what I do is I do a 12-hour stream. That's it. It's nothing special. There's no party hat and no drinking. It's just that I play for 12 hours while talking to you guys. And we do one of two things. And usually what I've done is we look at my Steam library with all these games that are there, that just sit there, that collect virtual dust. And we play a game for 3 hours and then we go to the next one. And so, yeah, I drink every stream coffee. Lovely cappuccino. And so Green Dawn is one of those games that I had installed and prepped in case we play it. So maybe we could do that this year. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. It's peak Diablo-like, but there's no nostalgia behind it. Of course. It's like, I'm pretty sure that the way I heard the Diablo 2 music, that made like, I was like, shit, I need to play the game now. Like, I just had to. I don't think that the music from Grim Dawn is going to have that effect, even in a few years. Yes, you're allowed. Sorry, Merlord. I read that too quick. You're allowed. Of course, go for it. Scorpio, yes. Which, I don't know what that means. It means that when the moon is there, I shouldn't eat carrots or something. I don't know about astrology. So yeah. Oh, but talking about drinking and coffee, a few weeks ago we went to town, and there's a winter garden sort of things. That's right, carrots. I'm really. It's been a while since I read my. What is it called? The predictions for my sign, but I'm surprised. Like it would go, be careful today, do not cross the street if you see a blue car. And I'm like, what part of the sky and the planet told you about streets, cars, carrots, and other things like that? Like I was, but hey, I digress. A few weeks ago I had a scrumptious mochaccino with marshmallows, whipped cream, and a shot of Baileys. That was nice. I sipped it very, very slowly, and it was cold, but good weather, you know, sort of a clear, sunny sky, but cold. That was really lovely. Like I don't drink alcohol. Rarely would be a family gathering or something, but this one, That was good. If I had sangria for the first time tonight, or you had sangria for the first time, sangria is nice as well. Haven't had it in years, but for me, it's very much the occasion that does that. Like mulled. I never know how to pronounce that. Mulled wine. You know, hot wine basically. But hot wine make it sound so bad. It's like hot wine. It's like how dare you call that a hot wine when it's more than that with the spices and everything. I really, really enjoy that when we go to a Christmas market or something. Darth Maul. Is it Maul? Mold, like null. Mold. Null, mull wine. Mulled wine. Now it sounds like mold wine. That. But it's nice. It's nice to have it. Where were we, guys? I was trying to progress with my game. And there we go and talk about other games. Jeez. So Path of Exile, I don't want. I think some have been added because I have collected a number of parts. These, okay. This is for me top scripting, okay? Where it says, if you see that item in that crate, then enable that item on the shelf next to it. And that's peak scripting for me. I am very thirsty, yes, but I have no water. Spiced wine. No, but now I'm thinking Dune. Oh, Morrowind. When is it? Is it December or is it November? That you can see Dune. So I'm jumping from one thing to another. We could try to make an enchanted staff. I believe you've watched it already. Oh, nice. And what did you think? Was it worth the wait for you?
The pleasure is mine. What may I do for you?
I acquired a ban, erase, delete comment. It was amazing. I love it so much. I must say I really did enjoy it as well. I didn't want to have high expectations because that's not a good idea. Don't ever have high expectations for a game, a film, a book, I guess. You will be seeing it in cinemas in December multiple times. Okay, it's planned. What are you doing this Christmas? I have rented a room at the cinema and I will be living there. My current subscription flourish is the Emperor from Dune 2000, the same actor as the original movie, shouting "Release the starter car" at the top of his lungs. I really did enjoy Dune 2000. I think it's the Dune nostalgia though, because I discovered Dune first with the game on Amiga. And it was so funny because we had, my dad for some reason just brought us that secondhand Amiga with a shoebox filled with floppy disks. So for the longest time with my brothers, what we did was literally test every floppy disk and see what's on it. Like we didn't know any of the games. So, and we tested Dune. Brilliant. Of course, they were all copies of the original floppy disks. And we played Dune and we loved it. We loved it from the beginning, even though none of us had really good English. We loved it. And comes day 4. Spoiler in the game, day 4, you need to go to the communication room and talk to the Emperor, actually, I think it was. But because we had a copy, that's when we had to put, you know, the third word on the 25th line of page 102. Because that's how it was at the time, right? And so we didn't have that. So what we did for weeks, we knew that essentially we could play the game for 4 days. And so we tried to get as far as possible in the game before the limit of the 4 days, where if you didn't go and talk to the Emperor, he would shut you down. And that's what we did. We played and replayed over and over and over and over again the first 4 days of the game until finally, how did we... I don't think we didn't get the actual game. We found somebody, not even through the internet, because I was not a thing, but we found a friend of a friend of a friend and we were able to play the game fully. So Dune, big thing. Dune 2 also, big thing. And that's why I enjoy Dune 2000, because otherwise RTS, it's not my go-to sort of game. Right. I think we have now sorted a good number of things, and they should all be on display. We have the pieces of Dwemer animunculi. We have completed the Spider Centurion exhibit. And don't worry, it won't attack. It won't attack. We have found one of the original schematics. And look at that! We have a good start on the collection of Dwemer weapons. And we're getting started with the Dwemer armor. We have a texture issue there though. Unfortunately, I still need to update the mod to include all the Dwemer weapon, armor, and items from Tamriel Rebuilt and OAAB. At the very least, those. What do I have? I have a Dwarven Jinx sword. If I remember the way I did this, you would put a Dwemer enchanted item in there. How did it work? I would extract the essence.
Hello. Did you want something?
That didn't work. Oh yes, it did! It did! Again, peak scripting for me. And modeling. You wouldn't believe it. I totally kit bashed that thing. I was so glad I could get this thing to turn, which is why I used exactly the same thing here, but I didn't make it turn though. So it turned. This in Nitscope was turning as well, but then in the game it didn't. I think I should, I'm sure there's somebody on Discord that could take a look at the model and flip a flag, or I don't know what needs to be done, because very limited spin thingy. And so what I did essentially, and it says, basically it says, and for if you see that particular Dwemer, enchanted Dwemer item that is in the vanilla game, then remove it and instead put those things that are essentially scrolls. And that's my idea of extracting the essence of it. And I don't remember what I did for this one. Same thing, kit bashed horribly. I realized my lava... No, my lava is moving. Yay, yay for me. And for this one, I think you would take... Do I have something Dwemery? But you would take a Dwemer item and turn it into scrap metal? I forgot what it does. Anyway, now I'm really, really tired and thirsty and hungry, and we have a treasure to find in Sadrith Mora. Paxson, please carry more of my stuff. Squeak, squeak. Actually, this one I'm supposed to sell. A bit later. This I could use as well. We are an artificer. I mean, we are an archaeologist and we have the background artificer, meaning that we cannot cast spells. However, we are crazy good at creating enchanted items. I need to remember to soul trap things. That's just a tiny detail. I need to think. That's where I get stuck. The thinking part, I guess. This we want to sell. But anyway, using a Dwemer wand with an enchantment, I think it goes, you know, pretty good for an archaeologist specializing in Dwemery studies and artificer specializing in enchanted items. I never remember to soul trap enemies when running and exactly. And I have there. Maybe if I start with the spell selected, I can do something. Reminds me of the archaeologist. I really like that mod in Daggerfall Unity. They sell really good enchanted items and potions. I don't think I went far enough to know, but the little bit I played, I really enjoyed that. I should try to make a fresh install of Daggerfall Unity, but same thing. Like I was gonna say I have time to play one game. That's not true. I could make time for other things, but really, it's hard to look at other games for any long period of time. And with modded games, especially games that still get developed, then you install it, and if you don't play it right away, you come back to it in a few months. Well, the mods have been updated and there are new mods to choose from. I love choosing mods. Takes forever. And then you can just, reinstall your game, pretty much. Alright, let's get out of here. We have put quite a few things on display. Maybe we can get promoted as well. We'll check that. Yeah. The FPS in here for an interior is pretty horrible. There's so many things. Originally, this whole building was a single cell. And when we were working on the mod, I broke it up into pieces to sort of alleviate the FPS issue. But it's still not good enough. Ooh, I am now a contractor of the guild. I have access to the facilities, the bar, the museum, and its upper level where our researchers are. Guild service also available. Yay! Why, thank you. Interesting rumors? No, not really. Daggerfall Unity has been massively overhauled, and old mods they just don't use the questing system are no longer valid. Tons of great new additions, including an awesome new lighting system. I think I've seen a tweet from I was gonna say David. Is it David Clayton? Am I remembering? I'm terrible with names. Jeez. But I think David Clayton is the name that... Anyway, I think I've seen that, but I have not updated the game in a year. Easily a year. And I do like quest mods. Things that add a little bit of variation to the game. And I did take the option to make the dungeon smaller. I did. That's shame on me, but I did. Otherwise it gets a little tedious. Right. We want to get... I just crashed the game. The weirdest way too. I didn't even activate the door or anything. Wow. I need either mark and recall or smaller dungeon. One of the two. One or the other, yes. I mean, essentially, what is it called? The anchor spell. Is it called anchor? I don't think it's called anchor. But their version of mark and recall. The only thing you ever use that spell for is to put an anchor right before you enter the dungeon. I think that's all I've ever used it for. Not that I've played a lot. Makes me feel better though that you are using the smaller dungeons sometimes, because you're very proficient at the game, whereas I'm not. So good. A pass-through wall spell. Spell or bug? Because it feels like a bug. Especially in the original engine, when you would be sneaking and walking down the stairs and you would just sort of glitch through it. Good times. Crap, guys, I don't think I've saved in a bit. I'm gonna dump all of my inventory in a container and we go out and explore things. That's it. That's it. Though, you know what, Zero Fox? I was actually wondering but I think it would create too many issues, but we definitely could do a pass-through wall spells for Morrowind. Something like a blink spell. I know blink, we already have that. but I don't know that it lets you blink. No, I'm pretty sure you can blink to wherever you can see. But a blink through wall spell would be pretty good for Morrowind. However, then the player has to use it in a clever way, not blink out of a room, but blink through a wall, and you have to know that there is a wall. So it might not be an option. Yes. Everybody, I'm just gonna put some stuff in here. That I don't think I will need just yet. Museum pass, I don't think I need that anymore. Don't need that. That could be useful, that could be useful. That's, I think I've kept them in case we wanted to enchant things. Hang on, I have a ring of telepathy. I have a ring for Laura. And then I have a ring of telepathy. Who's that for? Oh, that's the one I'm supposed to wear. And now I have my shield and my lightning shield effect. Be ready. I like to give Skyrim a lot of shit, but I do think they nailed the dungeon design aside from the ultra convenient shortcut. And you go anti-clockwise. That's how it is. I think it's worse in SO. SO is like, so I enter, I can go left or I can go right. I'm gonna go right because I got a feeling that, and sure enough, that's the way it is. Or maybe that was like that in the base game when I played it, and then they've changed that. Hopefully they have, with the various DLCs that they have. And the shortcuts, yeah, you can say, oh, geez, there's a shortcut, how convenient. But the truth is, you wouldn't want to walk all the way back. Yeah.
Snickers or Twix?
Huh?
Snickers or Twix?
Snickers. It's chocolate time, apparently. So yes, I agree. Like the shortcuts are lame in the way that it would never be like that, but it does improve the gameplay. So I'm quite happy to keep them. Really, could have been better. At least it's sort of a secret shortcut. You need to find a lever or a chain to pull. It is what it is. It is what it is. And monsters are important. Yes. One of the...
Is that the bottom of your...
That was the bottom of my...
Okay.
Yeah. I'm doing good with my cup. The paint has been slowly going away. One day I'm gonna have a pretty silver cup. I'm looking forward to it. It's a work in progress. I've had it for a year, actually. Anyway. Let's go. Let's go and... do some exploration already. We're looking for Dwemer ruins, shipwrecks. I'm very tired. Oh, come on. How am I very tired? What is my time scale? 20. Let's go to 15. 'Cause honestly, I just rested. We can go back to our room real quick. I'm not sure what created that effect. I had a very, very magical room all of a sudden. Five hours enough? Come on, 5 hours enough. It's gonna be the evening. I hate when I go out and adventure in the evening. It's never a good idea.
Wait for me.
but we'll do. And then you say creatures are really important. I think, sure, I enjoy having a variety of creatures. I think the AI is really, really important. That could be the one thing to improve in Morrowind, actually. Smarter creatures. We already have mods that make it so a level 1 rat is not going to attack you unless it's diseased and, you know, can't think straight, and then they will attack you. We do have a handful of mods that improve the AI of certain creatures, but it's very punctual. I would really like to see a creature AI mod. That'd be quite nice. But all right, let's try to get out. Now I need to drink. Thank you. I'm allowed to do that because I'm a member of the guild, you see. It might be, I mean, there's I can drink a lot, but it's not. This is new. This is new and we love it. Recent update of Ashfall. If you remember already, Ashfall had the fire camp replacer. So if you found an Ashlander outcast with a fire, you could actually cook on it. Just like the fire that you built up for your Ashfall character. And now we can make... I will light my fire with the airy lantern. Wait. Though honestly, my preferred way of lighting a fire is to have a fire spell. That's just... that feels so good, so satisfying. But a mod that lets you live as a wizard. Like, a wizard is not going to hit flint and still until they get a spark and then go... They don't. Why would they? They just cast a fireball at the whole thing. I like that. Open Morrowind does have custom nav mesh. That's good. But eventually be a thing. Alright. It's like I'm quite certain, I've said it before and I really stand by it. The future of Morrowind is open Morrowind, there's no question. I think it's just a matter of being patient. And Ophelia Rex, welcome back. Lovely to see you again. Just a matter of being patient. But for me right now, Lua mods and, you know, vanilla MG and WSE are still what I want because they're so darn sexy. They're so darn sexy. But eventually, for sure, we'll all be on open Morrowind. And like nav mesh, ugh. Because let's face it, I think the two things right now with Morrowind that really need to be improved. Animations, they're a bit clunky, but they're such a pain to work with, so I've been told. I wouldn't know how to do it myself. And then AI. So Navmesh would definitely help improve things, for sure. I mean, I made a fire, but I don't have... I mean, hang on. Back some. Smart enemy AI would be a massive improvement. Definitely a massive improvement. There's already mods, like they don't improve the AI, but if you take a mod like Dangerous Denizens of Morrowind, where NPCs are given relevant spells. If you ever take a look at the construction set and created an NPC, you have the window, you put the name, you select the class, you select the race, you select the level, and then you have a little box that you can tick that says auto calculate. And what it does is going to increase the skills for that class, that race at that level. Great. And what it does also, it auto adds the spells that that character with those skills, that level would know. And then if you look at those spells, it's just horrendous. And you know that all the NPCs in the vanilla game follow that system. And so a high level NPC would have weakness to corpus disease. Like, why? Unless they're Dagoth or possibly, or they're an ash creature, why would they ever cast weakness to corpus disease on you in the middle of battle? Makes no sense. And a lot of their spells, and then they're given divine intervention. Like, what the... If they could actually use it and just teleport away, do we want that? Do we want to allow NPCs to teleport away? No. I wouldn't want that. Personally, I wouldn't want that because it would be frustrating. And I wouldn't want that because I don't allow myself to just teleport away when the battle doesn't look good. So, no. I'm sure we could do it, though. Anyway, so the spells that the NPCs get by default are not interesting. Half of the spells they can't use or they shouldn't use. So if you take a mod like More Dangerous Denizens of Morrowind, I think it's called, some of the NPCs, not all of them, but some of the NPCs have been given more relevant gear and more relevant spells. And all of a sudden, because they have spells that make sense, they're a lot more dangerous. I had to do the same thing with my Friends and Foes mod, where essentially for every class, I was like, okay, show me what spells, and I go, no, no, no. And then I had to manually add the spells that a character of that class and that race would know. And then the way Morrowind or NPCs choose the spells that they cast is a little weird. From what I understand, they have their spell list with their cost, and they just cast one after the other. I don't remember the order, if it's the most cost expensive, like Magicka expensive spell first, and then the rest. I think it might be that. But like they don't have much logic to it. I think they will know to cast a spell to heal themselves, because they're annoying when they do that. I wanted this. Unfortunately, I don't have a ladle. Oh. I need better glasses. Bigger ones. The cooking pot is already there and it has some tasty stew. Ah, oh, brilliant. That's perfect. I was hungry. Eat soup. And it warms me up. Merlord. It could be a coincidence because I'm closer to the fire. I'm not sure. She can have soup as well. I'm gonna leave this one here. And I don't have any ingredients right now. How come I get the... I don't have. How come I get the old menu for that? I would expect, oh, probably because it's kind of hard to go in, grab your ingredient and drop it in the pot. The old menus are still available, so you can do both. Good. It's fine because right now it would be tricky. All right. I am now peckish. Didn't I just eat? I'm surprised that I'm still peckish. And the stew effect has worn off already. That was quick. I think you were going to tweak and review a little bit how long the stew lasts and that sort of thing.
My prices are the best.
I agree. That's it, guys. We've spent spent almost 2 hours in the museum. I've learned to make stews last longer. Good, good. I think one of the features that will need a little more attention is the survival skill. Reading what people said on Discord, they either don't really know what it does, they don't see it as something worth paying attention to, I guess. So yeah, making that a bigger part of the gameplay might be important. Reduce the chance, I mean, honestly, reduces the chances of getting food poisoning and dysentery. Important. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So how many pages is your to-do list, my lord? Sorry, how many volumes? How many tomes? Yes, I know what you're thinking. You start your adventure in the middle of the night. You're dumb. It's reaching Game of Thrones level. Good, it's epic, you want to say. I have some light. I don't even have some light. At least she's holding some light. There's that. Something I did notice when playing with Ashfall was that by the first time I made it out of town, the food I ordered in the inn had already worn off. That's what Merlot was saying. He's going to review the calculations and how long it lasts. Though, to be fair, don't we have? What value? Was there something? For how long the sleep rate? No. Maybe not. I thought there was we had a slider for how long the stew effect would last. Did I dream that up? Maybe I did. Now I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming features. Okay, there wasn't. I must be thinking of something else. Could it be one of those? No. Alright, it's not important. It's annoying. I can't quite pinpoint it. Yeah, so running around at night. How dumb is that? Pretty dumb. Pretty dumb. Let's see if we can make it to Flat World at least. Gosh, it's dark. Well, we got some interesting mushrooms. Laura, you wanna be, you know, front row? Wanna lead us? I have no oil flask. What do the oil flasks look like? I'm guessing that's part of your lighting overhaul mod. What's the name? Too many mods, guys. I can't keep track anymore. Midnight oil. Is it because you were burning it when you made the mod? Okay, I know where we are. This is an inn. Fully thought out mechanic that lamp oil. You mean on your part or on Bethesda's part? Oh, I have a lantern here. I see you. like this place, okay? And it's not exactly vanilla friendly. I do like the outfit though.
You've got my ear, let's hear it.
Right. Please give me a room for the... Come on. Give me a room for the night.
Go ahead, I'm waiting.
See, that's good food. And it's already cooked, so I don't have to cook it myself. My Indiana Jones character is an adventurer, but not exactly... We still like our comfort. That would be our room. Oh, now I know when I saw that effect. It's the telekinesis spell effect. Yes. It's not that I'm tired, it's just I don't want to be running around in the dark. So we're gonna rest until 6 o'clock in the morning. We can have what it is I... There we go, some lovely grilled fish for breakfast. It feels so much that way. I'm pretty sure that must have been an influence for Pluto. Pluto is the mod author. And personally I like that it uses all kinds of modded assets. Love dragons. Really, I was so much into dragon art when I was younger. I have put dragons in my Morrowind, like tapestries, but I don't think they fit very well. But it's, you know, it's the mod. It's the whole... Do you mind if I take the bread? Thank you. No! Yay! That is so cool though. I mean, I like creating new characters, and like I like creating them in Morrowind, but with D&D, it's you know you're gonna have this character for a good long while, hopefully, and I love how you put so much thought in your character. Really, really like that. But if you've seen me play permadeath, you would know. What do I have? I have a whip, not a good weapon. Laura is already shooting things. Damn it! I didn't keep my... I shot it dead. I didn't keep the wand. It's a shame. Does that mean I actually have no weapon? This is a defensive weapon, so it's not a, you know, not a weapon. My whip gives me telekinesis, but if you look at the damage, I reduced it way down. So this is not a fighting weapon. This is an adventuring weapon. Laura, did I give you my weapon by mistake? With the role-playing and mechanics and everything, it's very involved, I agree. I also get used to the new stuff added to the 5th edition just recently with Fizzbands. I don't know what Fizzbands is, so I'm playing a Gem Dragonborn. That sounds pretty fancy. I don't know what weapon I'm supposed to use. I am good at blocking, that's good, that's good. Oh, short blade. Oh, I remember. This is what we use. Okay, now I remember how I'm supposed to play with this character. Cool. I see you, Cliff Racer. If you wanna try? You wanna try to fight me? That's right, I'm deadly. remember it, know it. Look at the effect on that weapon. The modder that made the new models for the bound weapon and the shield spell is the same, and it's core pillow, I think. My FPS is shite. New official book added that reintroduced Gem Dragon and added reintroduced a bunch of other dragon related stuff. Nice. I'm surprised that they actually removed it in the first place. You know, being Dungeons and Dragons. Surely you would want to keep the dragon stuff in. I have no interest in here. However, let's go a bit closer. Why is my FPS so disgusting? Like, I can play with 12, but here I'm down to 8. I do like how NPCs put their hats on when it's raining. And we're trying to find, in the distance, a Dwemer ruin. What mod is that? That would be part of Beautiful Cities of Morrowind? That's what it is. Of course, with the disgusting weather, it's kind of hard to find them. We have a Daedric ruin here. It's not exactly our main focus, really. It's not to say that we couldn't find unique items in a Daedric ruin. And maybe I am in combat. Says who? What is attacking you? Come on, mud crab. You started with 3.5th edition, but I'm coming around to the 5th as they add more official content. Like, I have not done enough D&D to be like emotionally attached to one version and find another one hard to get used to. So, you know, I can't really relate to that, but obviously the more options to create a character, the better. I absolutely love that feeling that I have a character that is different from any other I've played at the very least, or that is a bit different from the common archetype characters, I guess. I would suspect so, because it's one that was used for such a long time. You know what, if all we have... I'm stuck here. If all we have to fight in here is little scamps, I think I can do it. Like 100 classes to choose from, for example. Geez, I wish we had that in Morrowind. So, let me use this opportunity to plug in my mod ahead of the classes that has 100 playable classes. A lot of them are vanilla classes. A whole bunch of them are vanilla NPC classes that the game normally wouldn't let you play, but are made playable. There's also the Tamriel rebuild classes, and then there's new classes that I came up with. The best part is from Merlord, but he's leaving. Have a good night, Merlord. We'll talk to you soon, I'm sure. The best part of the mod is that the character descriptions were actually added by, I think Atreus added a number of them, and Piano Badger, because, and I definitely should mention that, the vanilla classes, Piano Badger added the description for them. The Tamriel rebuild classes that were meant to be for NPCs, Atreus added the descriptions for them. So I didn't do that. I didn't. I did create a description for the classes that I created. At least that. Laura, do you see our way in? Okay, found that. Scam link. But the best part of the mod is that based on the class you pick, any of the 100 classes that are playable, you get some starting gear and starting spells for it. Meaning that if you decide to play as a pyromancer, sure, you're good with destruction and alteration, and you don't start with the basic shock spell, you start with a firebomb spell. That's it. Made my permanent. I know, right? Honestly, when I installed the mod, I just wanted to die so I could make new characters. And it wasn't hard, okay? It happens very easily. Very, very easily. Have you taken a look at the birth sign mod that I've published yesterday, I think? Like, they go together. Obviously, I made one thinking that it would be played with the other. There, I found the way in. And basically what I've done is I didn't change the vanilla birth signs at all. So if you like to use birth signs that are more fun, if you like to use expanded birth signs or any mod that modifies the vanilla birth signs, go for it. You can still use it. But what I did is, like, for example, if you look at the Apprentice, that's the first one, so if you look at the Apprentice, you get more magicka, but weakness to magic. And that I haven't touched. But then I made variations for them. So I think I made the Gifted Apprentice, the Know-It-All Apprentice, I forgot the other. And they still have the extra magicka, but less so. And then an extra power or ability connected with their class. Rotterdam, hello. You really need to check it out, and hopefully you will find yourself inspired to rework the texture for the night sky. Because like in the vanilla game, the constellations are there, but they're really, really hard to find. Possibly because you have to know, like, we can all more or less imagine what the birth sign is, but we don't really know the actual constellation. Would be good. Scamps everywhere. Come on. Come on, I am not landing a single hit. Oh, I forgot, by the way. Laura, please finish it off. I cannot pause the game while I'm in combat. The ghost can die, that's not a problem. I was reading the interview with Antares. Oh yes, it's published this morning. It is. Guys, thank you. I am terrible. I can't advertise my own stuff. So thank you for reminding me. If you go to the blog today, we have a new interview with Archimedes Antares. Even if you don't know the name, and you should, shame on you, Archimedes Antares is the guy, I think he might be most known for animated Morrowind, for creating the animations. And like, if you play Beautiful Cities of Morrowind, boom, you have those animations. If you play Morrowind Comes Alive, you have those animations. If you play Friends and Foes, you have those animations. Then he also made a bunch of new creatures, which is really quite rare. There aren't too many people that are willing to go through the hassle of creating new creatures. And even if you didn't play his creature mod, if you play Random Pals, overhaul of the creatures, the new ones are Archimedes Antares. And then my favorite mod is what he calls the big mod, which is in fact a compilation of service and privileges mod that he created, and now they're all together, and he's still working on that. So on Sunday we're going to see the new stuff that is adding to his big mod. Essentially, say you join the Mages Guild and they send you to collect ingredients, and they send you to do a number of things, and then you become the Archmage, and that's it. Like, the game is over. And so what Archimedes wanted to do was to make it so that once you become, or once you gain rank in the guild, you can use that rank. It means something other than your character sheet saying you are now something something. So as you gain rank with the Mages Guild, you can talk to the lower ranking NPCs and say, you know what, you go fetch me some ingredients. You know what, you go do this, you go do that. So you can actually send them on missions, and the NPC is going to disappear for a few days and come back, usually successful, sometimes not. So it's not like you can cheat, you can't send everyone on a mission and then come back the next day and get a whole bunch of free stuff. It doesn't work like that. You can promote the NPCs, you can reward them with money. So you have a number of privileges that you gain with your rank. And then the service part, if you talk to a smith, they actually have smith service where you could say, you know what, I need you to craft me a silver axe. And it will say, okay, come back in X number of days, and then they will have a silver axe for you. So you can order your stuff. Same thing with the alchemist. You can say, you know what, I need a potion of cure blight disease, and say, sure, come back in a few days. You actually get a pop-up message that says your potion or your silver axe is ready, and then you can go and pick the stuff up. The scout services is what we use for this run, where we had to go to a tomb that I had no idea where. So what did I do? I talked to a scout that knows the region, and I say, well, I'm looking for a tomb, it's called that, and the scout would say, sure, I'll take you there for X number of septims. I absolutely adore that mod. I don't know if I can communicate that to you. This is a must-have. I don't always use it, but I must have it. Oh, and one thing that I really like as well, you can train NPCs of your faction. So sometimes you go, hey, I'm gonna teach you short blade, and it says, well, you didn't teach them anything because they're better than you are, in which case you wasted your time. Or, you know, you train them and you make 50 or 100 septims. The one for ingredients is so cool, both gameplay wise and roleplay wise. Feels so cool. Exactly. And you know, you were sent on those crappy missions. Go kill the rats. Go collect flowers. And now you can be the one to send them. Go find me soul gems. You're the one who can give them tasks. That's right. I backstabbed the scamp. I hope I know how to heal myself. I can't use a spell, so let's forget about that. There we go. I don't know how far we can go with our enchanted item. That's it. Go and find out something about... Yes! Go solve the greatest mystery of all time. Go forth. So that's what I had for healing, and this is all I have for healing. I'm a little thirsty, so we can fix that problem. There we go. You're not an angry person, are you? You're not. Why didn't you kill the scams though? Oh. Not an angry person, but not exactly friendly. We don't want to annoy her too much. Oh, she's an agent. Agent services. If you talk to an agent of your faction, she won't agree to do it, I think, because no. If you talk to an agent of your faction, you can say, hey, I want you to broker an agreement so that I am accepted in a faction, I've been expelled. Do whatever it takes to make me accepted again. I have a bounty. See? That is part of Archimedes Antares' mod. And all of a sudden, those NPCs, I'm an agent. Yeah? What do you do? Well, I deal with faction-related stuff. Okay, what do you do? Nothing. Now they do something. But for now, nothing. Thank you. Thank you, Ushuk. I'm guessing she's Fighters Guild. You're an agent. Good, good. she doesn't. What about your travels? She's actually an NPC added by traveling merchants. No, we don't know. She actually travels. To be fair, I always thought the gathering quests are so good. They out you in the right perspective. Yes, that's very true. To be even fairer, I would say that the Mage's Guild quests are really a good introduction to Morrowind because they make you go to the Bitter Coast, they make you go to the Escaden Isle, they make you discover the Guild Guide system, they make you discover different towns. So I think the Mage's Guild quests are well thought out, like the Balmora one, which is where typically people start. I think they're well thought out, even though they feel a little silly. And then again, because there's actually some background to it, like there's a continuity. Hey, I need those ingredients for my research. Hey, I have a rival and I want to do a little prank, and then hey, I was pranked. Like, you know, it's a quest line, not a series of quests. It's what it should be. And it's a good introduction to exploring the world. I see you, Scampy. So good to be low level. Is my agility very low? Yeah, it's rather low. I got a feeling that I get hit a lot and I need a lot of time to recover from hits. Which would probably be improved if I had better agility. Okay, let's take a look inside. I'm not expecting to find a treasure right away, but you know, you don't always go in a ruined fully aware of what you might find. Look at that. I can grill something if I want to right now. But let's concentrate on, you know, potential enemies. Interesting that this ruin is more a cave than a ruin right now. Big breath. I never know how to get out of those. There, it's this way. No, don't let me be stuck. That is my greatest fear. Being stuck underwater. Daedric, Ancient Rusted, and Lessons of Epic. Well, we'll put that in our pocket and be very careful to not damage it while swimming. Okay. Let's get a weapon ready. Probably recover some stamina. Because if we start the fight exhausted, that's just not going to go very well. I have a little bit of restore health. Actually, yes, I have some restore health, but nothing for fatigue. A joke mod that makes the TCL command something else. That makes it a random teleportation command. How about that? Oh, you wanted to go somewhere? We gotcha. I would really like a blink through a ghost form. Yeah, a ghost form spell that lets you walk through walls. However, I don't know that the game has anything that would allow you to walk through wall, but not to walk out of the room as it is designed. That could be fun. There's no one here. There you are. I see you. You're a spellcaster. You know what? If you want to fight me, you want to come to me. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm in combat. Sorry. Oh, I'm paralyzed. I have 1 hit point. Okay, I'm dead. Shit. Laura, why couldn't you finish him off? Why is the Imperial Power Star of the West? That is a good point because Morrowind, Cyrodiil, oh, it's west. I mean, it is west of Morrowind. Could that be it? I don't know. I wish we had R0 because R0 is such a lore buff. He would be able to tell us. But I sort of assume it's because, you know, Cyrodiil is west of Vardenfell. That would be just a lame explanation. And it's way west of Akavir. Dwemer, Moon, Imperial, Star. You think? Because let's face it, the star is really, I mean, the moon and the star, really associated with Azura. I don't know. Let's see if I can reload the game without crashing it. Reloading is usually a dangerous thing, but we'll see. Are you gonna make me lie? No, you don't make me lie. Why, thank you, Morrowind, for not making me lie. Okay, I know I can take on that orcish mage person with a mace. I'm not too sure. Cultist. Oh, is this a Shrine of Malakath? I guess that would make sense. That would make sense. Absolutely adore those screens. Those splash screens and the art. Really enjoy that. It would be the Drago Lord, I'm guessing. So you had once an idea for a Lua mod that would temporarily turn off collision for ghosts so they could go through walks to attack you. Oh. Like, I'm sure it's doable. The only thing is, then I don't know that even with Lua, or you would have to, like, remove collision for them, and then maybe you have a range that they cannot go further. Because if you don't have collision, then they would keep on walking or something like that. Deletia, hello. But I really like the idea. Is that where I guess? That might be just before the fight. I don't like loading just before a fight. Especially a fight where I cannot open my inventory. I need to look at my hotkeys. How are you doing, Telesia? So yes, to conclude the long rant about Archimestro Antares, play his mod. They're not on the Nexus. Like, the only mod on the Nexus really is the Mage Robe. But well worth looking through his own website. There's all kinds of tiny little gems there. Not mentioning the mods I've already mentioned that are quite well known. Okay, hang on. I'm not ready. I wanted to check my hotkeys. Yes. Call my cat. Call my rat. Summon my weapon. Shoot. Oh yes, that's my panic button. 1, 2, 5. 5 is heal me, please. Okay, and that's call my cat. Right. Whoa, nice. I'm stuck, guys. Don't let me be stuck. I got things to do. Kill this guy. Good. So long as I don't give him time to pull out his massive hammer, we're good. Don't kill yourself. That's cheating. Don't. 8075M. Ahoy. I don't speak Russian. Barely know Slovak. I'm dead again. But I think we can do it. The game will probably crash. Because that's how it is. Sending, yeah, exactly. Like the banish spell, if there was no collision, they would just keep on walking. You know, companions sometimes do that. Companions get a little buggy and they just pick a direction and they just keep on walking. Just keep on walking. And the only way you can stop them is punch them in the face. True story. It's not the only way. Basically, you need to trigger combat. That's the truth. You need to trigger combat. So if you start fighting a rat, then they will turn around and fight. But there's not always a rat right here. Very, very conveniently. Come on, cat. You need help? No! What? What did you do to me? It's like he teleported me out of the cell. Okay, cat, you got him. No, so I blinked out of existence for a second. I mean, catch my breath before we go and fight the other one. I think my cat wants to go for it. Oh, there's two of them. That's not good. And my cat is gone. New cat. Two-handed axe one-shot me. Literally one shot. I mean, like I was nearly dead. 2 shots. Let's go with 2 shots. I don't want to lie. That axe looks good though. I don't think I can go melee against this guy. Because I can't take a hit. And I already have some shield effect and lightning shield on. I can't do much better than that. Seriously. I can kill the first one, but I can't. Let's try again. Let's see if we can find another way. But it's gonna crash most likely. I am not confident we can kill that guy. Also, I'm really, really annoyed with my bounding box for my character. I should be able to revert to the older one, but it's just not wanting to. I don't really have distance things. I'm gonna try to repair my save because I think there's a... Yes. Okay. There were a lot of wonky things. Not that it's gonna, you know, save me for the fight, but I'm glad to have fixed my thinking. What do I have in the distance? Because we reloaded, I don't think I have the scrolls that I acquired. I'll see what sort of scrolls I have. Maybe there's something I can use. Maybe. No promises. Oh yes, I have the gun, but I'm not extremely proficient. I'll see if I can get a few hits. I think if I have time to get a fresh cat out, that could also help. So the cat can tank a little bit. You have a gun, it's true. Let's see. Lots of data to initialize. This, I believe, is after the first fight. Meaning I'm not going to have a lot of time. And the collision box is really an issue because I get stuck on tiny little steps. Very frustrating. Ready? Ready? Look at that cliff racer. Actually looking very cool. looking very mean too, so right on point. Come on, area, load. I'm really getting stuck on all kinds of things. Don't fight, okay? We're cool, guys. We're not fighting right now. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna wait for my cat to go away. Okay, what do I have? We have Drain, Agility, Fire damage, but these are Dwemer, so it's not ideal. Damage, Agility, yeah, even my scrolls are not great. Powers. I don't think I can charm them. And absorb fatigue. I don't know. So we're going in with the gun. No, that's why I'm not wearing it. I don't have my lightning shield on right now. Okay. Cat, I know you want to disappear, so do it now. Or can I summon it again? Where are you? Well, I don't just want to banish it, I want to get a fresh one. So to speak. Okay. 45 fatigue. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should try to use that. My stamina is not great. Otherwise, sure, I can go with that, but it's not gonna hurt them a lot. You're not coming, guys? Are you afraid of me? Cat, help! Fight it! Nah. Nah, I can't take more than 2 hits. I'm dead before she realizes there's a fight. I think this is it. This is it for this ruin. We'll have to come back later. And you know what? I think this is a good time to call it a day. I think we'll do that. We'll do that for now. I will see you guys, hopefully. Morrowind does not especially with the way I've modded it. But that's the way I enjoy it. Though sometimes, like now a little bit, I can get a little frustrated with it. Like I can handle some reloading and some crashing as fully expected. But sometimes it gets a little too much in the way of playing. Which I feel is the case right now. Let me see if we've got anyone doing something interesting right now. Something that would be interesting for you. Somewhat Elder Scrolls related. Anyone playing Morrowind? Yes. No, it says Morrowind, but it looks like Skyrim. Let's go say hello to Polydash. He's playing Morrowind and he's got Ashfall. He also has Morrowind Rebirth, but it's good to take a look every once in a while and see, you know, what's up. Where? Give me a second, guys. I need to find my chat. There it is. /raid. With no caps, please. I will see you, hopefully, if you're around, obviously.
You have our blessings, Sarah.
Thank you, blessings. What's happening? Oh, Zero Fox, you're spoiling me with latte again. Thank you. You've already done that a few times. I really appreciate it. Though, to be honest, just your mods is already plenty. Polar Dash, I think. Did I do that right? I did do that right. I'm good. I'll see you on Sunday. Archimedes on Terrace will be with me. We'll be taking a look at his mod, see what he's been working on, because he has been working on things secretly. But we'll reveal everything on Sunday. So I'm really hyped for that one. I mean, I'm hyped every week, to be honest. Take a look at the blog for the article. Take a look at my new mods as well. Who knows? And I'll see you soon, guys. Take care.